like bhakshya, bhojya, lehya, choshya. That's how they characterize. Bhakshya is like bonda or some ladu. When we eat that, that's called bhakshya. Bhojya is bhakshya. Bhojya is like other kinds of things that we take and eat. Lehya is like ice cream or some other things that we eat. Choshya is when we suck using some of those so that like drinking Coca-Cola and all those kinds of things. Using what do you call it?
Gola? With the straw. Straw.
Oh, that's straw. So that is how broadly they have classified these eating materials. So here he is saying, I am not any of those things. Because here he has affirmed his nature, which is not the product of any input. It is free from input. It is some karma I have to do, therefore a product I have to have, and therefore I eat it, I consume it. That's the process. But here, he is no more involved in that process. It is a process free. Therefore, I am not the anna or whatever things that we have to eat. Therefore, he affirms again and again, I am that absolute nature Atman, which is Chit, Sat-Chit Ananda Swarupa. And that is Shivam, Shantam, Advaitam, and then Avyavaharyam. That is how in Mandukya Upanishad there is a way of stating three state. So that is how in this fourth stanza, Shankaracharya is providing us to think about the nature of our own self as not a dependent nature or a system. It is an absolute, it is independent of any processes and relations and so on. And that is the essence of this stanza. And now, many of you have come, Dr. Reddy, Mrs. Reddy, they have come from Lansing. Driving distance itself is big. And many of you also coming from other parts of Detroit. So now, each one of you have great experience in understanding and exposing the meanings. Kindly comment, share some of your feelings or raise questions, and we can continue our dialogue around this theme of the Triputi and the Dvandva nature of reality. One is not bound by any of these things. The spirit is absolute. That is his presentation.
These things, first we establish faith in it, and then we start learning, take interest, get deeper, listen to people who know more than us. But if we are not sure about the basis, how do you go about that?
So when I say I don't know, there is a standard method they have recommended. One is Shravana. One has to listen to the messages. And there's the Shastra Shravana. Shastra Shravana means people who have raised these questions and they have struggled and they give an experience of their own. We have to listen to those which may be fulfilled or which may say, I don't know, I am struggling. They will describe the struggle that I have gone through. But we have to listen to those things also. Some people have gone through these various struggles. They say, I have attained that great goal and I am satisfied. And then they would like to declare that. As Vyasa says many times, I with my two hands up, urdhva bhavo, I take, and I am saying these kinds of things. So therefore, people who have realized and who are prepared to share, either they have written their record by writings, or in oral tradition also it is there. So we hear from other people who have listened to those kinds of things. So that is one way. Another way is, if we meet a person who have gone through this and there has some way of communicating one's own experience, a conversation, a live person, what we call in the satsang situation. So that is another source for us. These are the two sources. In addition to them, the burden is on my own self again. I have listened to these things, I have participated, but I have to look at my own. So the burden will fall on me, whoever raises that question. So many of the great teachers, even like Sri Ramana Maharshi, when they go and ask him the things, he says, when you have a question, how is that question? Where is it coming from? So they put it back ourselves itself. So however much other people may say, eventually the resolution is by only swa anubhava. So they say the standard method is swa anubhava, shastra, and then guru. These are the three sources for us to get these messages. And we have to do the manana and do the dhyasana. That again and again we have to reflect. Doubts will be there, but we have to reflect on those kinds of things. This is what I understand. Are there any other ways? Please tell.
Thank you.
In that sense, I mean, the world which we live and various people are there, and not only human beings, even trees, birds, animals, everything has a message. So I have to be open to those kinds of things. In that sense, very often we use the word Jagat Guru, they say. Jagat Guru is the teacher of the world. That is how one meaning. Another meaning is Jagat itself is a Guru. That means when we participate in the life, at every time, every place, there is something that is coming on. We have to pay attention to that. It may be in a marketplace, or it may be even when we are traveling, or anything that we go experience around, there is a message. That preparedness and awareness for that is with us. So, in that sense, Jagat itself is the teacher. Not necessarily in books, written books, but the behavior. They may not say anything, they may not use my language, but in non-verbal ways also we can see those kinds of things. That is how I understand. So this world itself is, and he says, Shankaracharya says, this world is mithya, Jagat mithya. It is not just like that, but Jagat is Brahman. It is not mithya, it is Brahman. Therefore, the reality which is around us in various forms, I have to be Jagrata. That is how in one of the Kathopanishad, Uttishtata. So that's a famous statement. Uttishtata Jagrata. prapya varam nibodhata. That is how they say. That means awake and stand up. Means we have one Gurji, I don't know, many of you have heard a name called Gurji, George Gurji. He was a Russian, spent a lot of time in Turkey, and then he always says, we are all asleep. We think we are awake and we are doing things. Really, we are all asleep. We have to wake up, he says. So in that sense, we have to wake up, prapya varam, having approached those great people, the experts, anubhavis, then nibodhata, nischayena bodha. That means you understand very clearly what this is all about. And that process is, they give a metaphor or a simile by saying, Shurasya dhara, nishita duratyeya. That means it is like walking on the blade of a sword or anything like that. It is very, very painful. But one has to go through that process. So that is how the methodology is.
Dattatreya also considered 24 gurus from
That's
the nature.
right.
From the nature.
Uddhava Gita, yeah,
Yes.
that's correct. Who are the gurus, who are the teachers? Means he says 24 number.
Right.
That means people who he used examples of many.
Yes.
So that is another way to learn from our total environment. In Kena Upanishad, there is another statement. Pratibodha viditam. Pratibodha viditam. Matam amrutatvam hi vindate. So that pratibodha. Pratibodha means, bodha means the understanding, the awareness. That awareness has to, it's a continuous one, it is akhanda. But all our dealings, it becomes fractionated and all that. So we need to pay attention to every moment of our experience. Pratibodha vidita. Brahman is pratibodha vidita. Prati refers to every time, not only one time. Every experience, every time. Different conditions are there, contexts are there, situations are there. So we have to be open-minded that way. Paying attention to. In Chandogya Upanishad also, there are some stories where one of the teachers asks his student to take the cows for a long time. He will go, and then he says, you come back after your cow herd gets to a different number.
1,000 or something.
Yes. So after that, when he comes back, the teacher is there, but during his coming back, various cows and various things give him message, and the teacher looks at him. Oh, your Brahma Tejasvi there. How did you get all this one? That's how he says. So in that sense, to be aware and to be attentive to everything around us. That is the method there. This world is meant for that. This world is an upaya. It is only upaya. Therefore, but we misuse it, that's all. Don't misuse this world, but use this world for that realization. And in order to have that, humility is very important. humility. That is why amanitva, adamvitva in Bhagavad Gita's 13th chapter listing. Those are all the preparations. Ahimsa, Kshanti, Arjava, and so on. So those qualities we have to develop. Then teachers are there around. They are there. And once we have that humility and receptivity, I think knowledge just reveals. That's how I understand. And please add on that really. When I see here, Tirtha, in temple, home worship, we have the Tirtha, we have to take the Tirtha. Tirtha is also another term when we go to great pilgrim places, especially great rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Krishna river, when we go, always in Puranas they describe Manikarnika Tirtha. If you go to Ganga, Ghat is there, Manikarnika Ghat. That part of the Ganga river, where if I go and have my snana there, that is called Manikarnika. So like that there is another one, Dashashwamedha is another one. So when a river flows, they have told this part of the river Chakratirtha and Manikarnika Tirtha, Dashashwamedha Tirtha, like that they are there. So people go there and then have their bath and then meditation and everything else. So Shankaracharya has another composition called Kashi Panchaka. That means 5 verses on Kasi. There he says, Manonivrittihi parama upashantihi satirthavarya manikarnikacha. So, and mind, manas itself be free from all vasanas, that itself is a tirtha. Manonivrittihi, that is a tirtha. Satirthavarya manikarnikacha. Jnana pravaho vimalahi Ganga. Ganga, what is flowing? It is Ganga water flow is itself the jnana. Sa kasikaham nijabodha rupa. I am that realization of the nature of the teaching that come from these kind of things. So when he like that, there are 5 verses, and the last verse goes like this. People go for pilgrim visits. They go to Gaya, they go to Prayag. These are various places of pilgrimage, holy. And he says, Kasi Kshetram Shariram. My own body is the Benares, the Varanasi. Tribhuvana Janani Vyapini Jnana Ganga. So Ganga is that right knowledge. The flow of Ganga is the flow of right knowledge. Bhakti Shraddha Gayeyam. Devotion and deep commitment and faith is Gaya. The Gaya is another great pilgrim place. Bhakti Shraddha Gayeyam. Nija Guru Charana Dhyana Yoga Prayaga. That means when we meditate on the sacred feet of the teacher, that itself is a prayaga. Nijaguru Charana Dhyana Yoga Prayaga. Vishveshaha is Lord Vishwanatha in Kasi. Vishveshoyam Turiyaha. That is the fourth that we get out of Swapna. Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti, these three avasthas. Beyond that is what is called the Turiya. So that is Vishvesha or God Vishwanatha is that experience of the Turiya. That is the God Vishwanatha. Vishveshoyam Turiya. And who is that? Sakala Janamana Sakshi Bhuta Antaratma. When Dehe Sarvam Madiye, and all these things are in my own body, Anya Tirtham Kim Asti. Where is the other type of pilgrimage I have to go? So it is this way of looking at our own life. So the value of Tirtha is like that. He exports that in that Kasi Panchaka. So generally, the convention is there. Parents, when we have to address the parents or write a parent in the olden days, a father is addressed as Tirtharupa. He is called Tirtharupa. And then teacher is also called Tirtha. Students who study under one teacher, those fellow students are called Satirtha. So I have one professor, there are a few who study under that professor, they have to call them, they are Satirtha. So in that sense, Tirtha is the source of that right knowledge. So in this way, here says, if a person who has realized the nature of one's own self as the absolute spirit, no more learning, all that is no more there. No more pilgrimages, no more of those kinds of things. So that is how he says, na mantro, na tirtha, na veda, na yajna. All those are practices for sadhana. In sadhana panchaka, they are all very much part. But in this shatka, nirvana shatka or ātmaṣatkam, it is the Siddharudha. So he is in that stage. All support system is no more necessary. And now I am that supreme nature of the absolute self. And there is nothing else but that. That's how he affirms again and again by giving various sadhanas or environmental things, including food. Later on, friends, father, mother, parents, they are all necessary up to some point. But afterwards, they have done their work, and I have to look at myself in that absolute right understanding. And then there is no more of these things out there for me. That is the freedom. So in that sense, this is a freedom song. Freedom song. Hamsa, Paramahamsa Gita, this one. So it's very important to pay attention to this and prepare ourselves to that. Any other sharing or comments, please?
See, when we say experiencer and the bhokta, there are two ways of saying the bhokta. That is, I am not the eater. The Lord is eating through me. I am not the body. So
Yes.
the action that is being done is not through me, but the kartrutva and bhoktrutva is given to the Lord.
Yeah.
When we say you have to free yourself of kartrutva and bhoktrutva, I am neither karta nor a bhokta. If we take it in that sense, we do not want to say I am not the experiencer, because I am of the nature of consciousness.
Yes.
And consciousness is ever the subject, never the object. And everything is an object of my experience. If everything is an object of my experience, if we say I am not the experiencer, then the question is, what is the consciousness? So can you please clarify that?
Even when we say, when Sri Krishna says, Aham Vaishwanaro, the Vaishwanara concept is it. So, Praninam Deyam Ashrita. I think that this is my understanding. The level at which we are told there assumes a transactional nature, the division there, and this. But now here he is going, is beyond that. There is nothing other than my own self. Ekam eva advitiyam. If that is true, so no transaction is necessary at all. That's how he goes there. But then when we are at another level, in the sadhana level, then all those God is with Ishvara is there. His eventual experience is soham, shivoham soham. Therefore, even the notion of Jiva Ishvara Veda is not there. So, all Triputis are taken away. So, Triputis or whatever other factors we say, they are at another level. But he is free from all that kind of a level. That is how I understand it. This nirvana structure is of that type there. But those kinds of things are in the sadhana level. So that is how I see there.
When we say Sivoham,
Ah.
I am Shiva, again there is a transactional thing. I am something. So achintyam avyavaharyaha, like in Mandukya.
Yeah.
So, yes, at one level it is no vyavahara.
Right.
But even though I am not available for vyavahara, I is very much there. I the experiencer, I the consciousness, I the thing beyond everything, that is still very much there.
It is there, and it doesn't need anything.
Exactly.
Therefore, all this kartrutva, bhoktrutva, everything else is no more there.
Right. So Shankaracharya is at a level, it's very difficult to fathom. But on one side, he negates everything, and then he says, I am Shiva, I am Shiva.
Yeah. So, the nature of identity or nature of the being there, he asserts, is independent of any these input-output systemic processes. That I absolute is there. It doesn't need anything, it doesn't need any support and things like that. That is the, as yesterday, it's called ahamgraha. It's called ahamgraha upasana. Laya. Everything has to be laya upasana, they call it. So, in different contexts he says, in Vakya Vrutti, again.
See, in Soham,
Hmm.
Saha Aham,
Yeah,
in the same sense is Siva Aham.
that's correct. Same sense he used another word also, Vishnu. Yasya prasadat aham eva Vishnu.
Correct.
Mayeva sarvam parikalpitam. Itam vijanami sat ātmaṣatkam.
Right.
So, yes, soham asmi, shivosmi, aham
You
brahmasmi.
see, when you say I am Vishnu in one composition, I am Shiva. Shiva and Vishnu happen to be associated with the gods that most people worship. So it adds a level of confusion at the level where most people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, here he said, I'm really Shiva.
Sure. So, the term Shiva and Vishnu.
Yeah.
Actually,
Correct.
one sentence here.
Yeah.
By Shiva, it doesn't mean Lord Shankar. Shiva, he means Chidananda Rupa. That is what
Yeah,
Shiva
Sukharupa.
Right.
Yeah. Sukharupa and Vishnu when he says Vyapaka.
Right. But again, when you go to that Mandukya Upanishad 7th verse, so Achintyam Avyavaharaha, Avyapadeshyaha,
Right.
etc.,
Yeah.
even Chidananda Rupa doesn't come in there.
Shivam Shantam. That is the Ananda Rupa.
Shivam Shantam Jagannatham.
Shivam Shantam, that is the nature of itself, that is the Swarupa.
Right. Right. So what I'm saying, even there, you have to be probably at that level of realization to really understand, appreciate this. Because at one level it does look like a vyavahara, at another level it's no vyavahara at all.
Yes. Yeah.
So what I was wondering is if there is some simple ways of distinguishing out of this kind of.
So, the only other way, as he says, Tushni and Mauna. Even Shabdas are also no more of these kind of things. So the Tushni Bhava, Mauna Bhava.
Right.
Yes.
See, the word indescribable, he's beyond description.
Yes.
So then if we don't attach any words, that is him. And
Yes.
again, when you say that is him, why do you say him? That's it.
Yes.
Or that is that.
Right. Yeah.
So the language fails.
Correct.
Language fails, but language is necessary.
Necessary to communicate.
Yes. Yeah.
The one who, when you read that the language fails, that means you don't oppose to the language also.
No.
So that is where the limitations of the Shruti.
Language fails, but you still have to use some way
Right.
to
So
communicate.
if you think that language fails, that means Shruti has done his job, her job, and now you are on your own, meaning you have crossed.
Even in biocalical terms, any of your experience, you will be an accountant or whatever work you are doing.
Yeah.
Your experience, same accountant, I'm also an accountant,
Correct.
would be different. Experience cannot be put in words.
No, yeah, yes.
That's where he is
That
going.
is what it is. Correct.
You keep on parsing words, you are not going to get the experience out of it.
I know. So once you reach to that stage that now experience cannot be communicated, now word will not work, that means the Shruti's job has done. I mean, correct. Then, correct.
Everything
You were
is
right.
beyond words.
Correct. Perfect.
That's why Vishnu Sahasranam, there are two expressions. Shabdatikaha, Shabdasaha. So, one who is beyond the words, Shabda Ati.
Yeah.
Shabdasaha, that means he is, Shabda is also an important thing he actually accepts.
See, when he says, na Veda na yajna, and there is again, yajno vai Vishnu.
Yeah.
And Veda is with verily Bhagavad Swarupa, etc. There are other things that describe Veda is indistinguishable, the word is indistinguishable from the essence of everything.
Yeah.
And again there, if you say Veda is knowledge, and that the supreme knowledge, yes, it is supreme. And if you, another interpretation is, Veda is something that is revealed to the rishis in their super state of consciousness,
Yes.
again by Brahman. So in that respect, the very word Veda itself is Brahman, another level of interpretation. And here, when we say na Veda na yajna, again, depending on the level where people are looking at, it adds a level of complexity and maybe somewhat of confusion to some people.
Yeah. So in this Nirvana Shatka, he is trying to, it's a self-communication, which is to say that the notion of the I is not a product of any of those things, but it is the base of everything and beyond of everything. That is the notion of the I. Brahman is the base of those base, and it is also beyond.
Okay, the very first Manobuddhi Ahankara.
Yes.
There itself everything is gone.
Yeah.
The rest of them are details. He is now going into
That's
details.
right. Yeah.
Because we have to realize through our mind only. Mind is an instrument.
Right.
To understand Atman, Brahman, this whole concept, we have to use our mind. And words stop after some time. And that's why, you have the Vidyasanam, and all that, there are steps
No,
of
but
absorbing the knowledge.
But that could be confusing,
Yeah.
because we are definitely not mind. My true nature, I, the consciousness, is definitely not mind. See, I am beyond mind.
Yeah, you already
And
said
beyond,
that.
yeah, right. What I'm saying.
Mind as an instrument,
Right,
beyond.
exactly.
But as a source for
Exactly.
functioning of that instrument.
See, he's not building like what you're thinking. He already said that whatever needs to be said in the first sentence.
Yes.
After that, he's giving other details for other people who are at that level. They have to just understand it is not whatever rituals you are doing.
No. I actually wrote an article on ātmaṣatkam in Vedanta Kesari some years back. So it's not that I have a problem understanding, but there are some subtleties here which are rather difficult word described in words, but we know what he is getting at,
Yeah.
They're waiting for
Thank you, and we will conclude. Om Sahana Vavatu
Sahana Bhunaktu Sakaviryam Karavai Tejasvinavaditastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasyashalini Lokoyam Shobharito Samasta Sant Nirbhaya. Om Namo Rishibhyah Purvebhyah Namo Guru